I'm going to talk to you about flexible work environments and the positive effects that they may have on our company. Why do we want to use flexible work environments? Well, first of all, other companies have been doing it for quite a while now, and they found that it enables them to use less office supplies like paper and paper clips and things like that, and also less office space may be necessary because they, many times they can eliminate offices entirely because the employees are working from home entirely. In other cases, they may have some sort of office sharing thing going on where they keep one office for 2 employees who come in on different days of the week or something along those lines. And also another big thing is that employees like the added flexibility that comes from flexible work environments. It allows them to miss rush hour traffic in some cases anyways, and also they can save money on gas for commuting to and from work, which also relates to my next topic, the Green Initiative, which it's basically the business and the employee I guess it's essentially the business that's cutting the emissions that the employee would have used by driving to work. So it is also a sort of a green thing to do, having flexible work environments. Also, employees enjoy flexible work environments because they have more time to do the things that they care about. They can take their kids to school or daycare, possibly, because their schedule is more flexible. And also they can probably spend more time with their children or doing some hobby that they enjoy, which should ultimately lead them to be happier employees and hopefully more productive. Our suggested course of action is to start a pilot program that allows selected employees in certain claims positions to work from home. We can't just start allowing everybody to work from home. Obviously, certain jobs you can't really work from home in certain positions. But with the claims positions, it would be fairly simple because they can just take phone calls at home, and as long as they can access the database to retrieve the claims and modify the claims, it shouldn't be that difficult. The changes that we can expect to see in the business are changes in hiring and retaining employees. We should see more employees staying with us longer because they have such good benefits. If they can, work from home, that's a huge thing for some people. And also, it would make it more. You offer more benefits to people that are hiring, new hires, and they would obviously find it an attractive thing to maybe be able to work from home. Also, this would affect the communication system with how there would have to be new protocols set up to communicate with people who are working from home because they're not in the office, so they may miss things like memos and other office communications. So that would have to be thought out and possibly somehow maybe just change it to an email-based information system within the office. And also the third point, integrating the external claims system with the home office. They'll have to somehow set up a system for the employee to be able to access and change files in the claims system remotely because they'll be working from home. And so they'll have to use some sort of VPN connection or something along those lines in order to stay connected and be able to function from home. Now we're going to want to talk about the Green Initiative. From this we can, the question is, why would we go green? And it offers benefits to both the employees and the business and the external environment, the world, or everybody else. And it sets a positive example in the community. They see our business taking steps to go green and showing that this is important to us, and it makes it another point to be competitive on, which ultimately leads to an increased competitive advantage, which also would come from potentially lower costs and better efficiency. They could lower costs by using certain things like virtualization and power reduction, obviously. So the suggested course of action would be to start an initiative in the company that works to find things in the company that could be impacted by green technology. And the initial focus will be on virtualization and power reduction. Virtualization is a green technology because it's more efficient for one big server to be running multiple programs and doing different tasks than it is for having distributed systems on all the time with lower efficiency rates than the server. And also power reduction. There's numerous ways to reduce power consumption just from buying systems that don't consume as much power as other systems. We often find that some of these systems are newer and a little bit more riskier, or there's a perceived risk anyways, and they may not be as time tested, but I think now is the time to assume that risk and start moving forward. The changes that we could expect to see from implementing some new green technologies would be, it would be a lot easier to market the company because there's a generally better image of the company. We could do things like make a campaign, touting the new green technologies that we implemented and showing their impacts on the community and things like that. Also, we could expect to have a lot better public relations, possibly thwart some activism against, if we were a completely non-green company, then it could be a mess. So at least we're moving away from that. And another thing we could expect would be to reduce business costs mostly by reduction in power consumption, and that could lead our company to have a new competitive edge against other insurance companies.